Hey YouTube, it's Robert here from Hitch to Horsepower, and I just wanted to give you another update. I had my surgery yesterday, and as you can see by the fact that I'm standing here, it went well. The surgeon said it went as well as can be expected given my history, which, I'll take that. They removed, I've had a hole in my abdomen. I won't get too graphic here, don't worry. Since about October, it was most likely a infected internal stitch from a surgery back in 2014. I had a hole form back in 2016 that had to have basically the same surgery, and that one ended up having some complications about a week after surgery. It got very infected, and there's a lot to it. Again, it gets a little much to talk about, so I will skip the fact that I ended up having to kind of operate on myself at home at one point, because it needed to get opened up quickly. But anyway, so they left this unsealed, so I have a bigger hole in my abdomen at the moment, but and no, I'm not going to show you because y'all don't need to see that. I'm sure there's videos out there that cater to that sort of thing if that's what you want to see, but it's not here. You come here for car and trucks and stuff like that. But no, everything went well. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think that I am mostly in pain from the surgical pain and my long-term pain issues. I got sick 17 and a half years ago now, and while I am drastically better than I was for many years, I spent about 10 years laying in bed, starting when I was 23, and then they were able to do a few different surgeries and get me back to a point where the pain was really bad, but it was controllable to where I could function relatively fine. And then back in October, this happened, and I have been kind of a wreck ever since. But now it really feels like surgery pain and not the underlying pain. So I think they fingers crossed that they got what's been acting up now, and within a few weeks I will be back to normal. We're here in the Mid-Atlantic in Maryland, and for a lot of you in parts of the country, this isn't a lot of snow, but it's a lot of snow for here, and especially considering not the best, they don't treat the snow as well as a lot of other places, and there's a lot of people who think they know what they're doing driving in snow, and they really don't. I grew up in northern Nevada, learned to drive the snow in the mountains. In fact, I was on my learner's permit. My mom was with me. We were driving up towards Lake Tahoe in an old Audi 5000 CS Turbo Quattro with a manual, and it started snowing fairly hard. And I looked at my mom and said, "Hey, do you think you should probably do the driving?" And she just looked at me and said, "You got to learn sometime." And so I did that. Plus we had a little bit of land, and the backyard was just, I could drive around. And so I would take that Audi that I taught myself to drive stick in when I was like 14, but I would drive around from the front of the house, get up a whole lot of speed, and when it snowed out, and I would just toss it into spins and practice recovering. So I know how to drive in the snow, but right now I'm not going out. But I also get to skip the shoveling because I can't lift anything for the next few weeks. But anyway, I will have one of my next videos is on my 2014 Grand Cherokee EcoDiesel. I bought that new. It was a dealer demo. I bought it in October of 15. The general manager of the dealership had put about 4,000 miles on it, and they knocked a whole lot of money off. And despite it being the bad year for the EcoDiesel, It has 187,000-ish miles on it, and it has been mostly trouble-free. Fingers crossed again, little things here and there. But when they did the emissions update, it lost a chunk of miles per gallon. I was getting between 29 and 31 miles a gallon stock. I've heard, of course I would never do this myself, that deleted they get like 37, 38 miles a gallon. But mine is stock at the moment, and I did just pick up Green Diesel Engineering's tune for it, the engine and transmission tune, and supposedly, while being completely emissions legal, I will be back up to at least 30 miles a gallon and maybe even more, and fair amount more power. I did skip I skipped the race, the transmission, like the sort of like a I'm on a fair amount of painkillers, sorry. The transmission launch control type tune. Figured I don't need that in a diesel Grand Cherokee, but did the other thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get that installed. It's ever since the emissions change, because they got busted also along with Volkswagen and cheating on their emissions. But you would accelerate and you would kind of be coming up in like 20 miles an hour. It would hiccup and just pause and then re-accelerate. This is supposed to smooth that out, add a pretty fair amount of power, and actually run a little cleaner, kind of fix some of the EGR systems, and with the carbon buildup. But my big thing is, let's see if we can get back over 30 miles a gallon. So that video will be coming up. Hopefully I will get it out next week. Let's see how this all goes. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I will get through this little thing, and then I really want to get a bunch of videos out for you all. And I am just so yeah, I know that 1,000 subscribers isn't a lot in the scheme of YouTube, but I never thought I'd have over 1,000 people subscribing to my channel. And also, I know that some of you, well, most of you that watch don't subscribe. And I was talking to somebody, I'm sorry, I know this video is running really long, I'm kind of rambling. I was talking to a friend, and he said, well, I never subscribe to people's channels I watch. And I'm like, why not? You're subscribing really, and this isn't a plug to subscribe to me personally, but if you watch someone's channel regularly, hit that subscribe button. It really does make a difference. I'm not doing the videos to make money. I don't make any money off these videos. I am not monetized. I would like to be. I have enough subscribers. I do not have enough watch hours at the moment. But to some of these people who this is their job, putting out content, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't hurt you at all. It actually helps you if you like their stuff. It's one click. Do it. Patrick, you better have been subscribed to my channel. Otherwise, I'm gonna, yeah.